So, Jared, what's the fire extinguisher for?
Well, we had a little trouble with the server last night, but I think it's mostly under control. But, you know, we got to find somewhere else where we can buy a couple more fire extinguishers and motherboards. Fast.
Puddle of slag was the term that was bandied about this morning.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't look under all the smoke and stuff, so I'm not sure what's under there. So, for those of you who come to our website wondering who the heck we are and why we're giving our free software away, you know, so we make Crossover. What Crossover lets you do is it lets you run Windows programs on your Mac or on a Linux box. So, like, you can run Team Fortress 2, and you don't need Windows. That's the beautiful thing about Crossover. It's just Crossover by itself. You can even, if you're unfortunate enough to work in a corporate office as I am, you can use it to run Outlook as I do. And then you can participate in the rest of the world and schedule meetings and all that junk too. Although I don't recommend it. I'm all for, you know, tropical islands and fruity rum drinks, which we're going to need a little bit of that after
plenty
this,
of.
Absolutely. This episode.
So Jared, why is this so incredibly cool that this is happening, and how does it relate to sort of CodeWeavers' mission?
Well, you know, the cool thing about CodeWeavers and what we're doing is we're building an open source software product, something called Wine. And what's so cool about Wine is it's a complete implementation of Windows. So essentially everyone who's fed up with being, you know, yoked to the man or required to use a Microsoft operating system, Wine is the path to freedom. It's a complete re-implementation of Windows. And the things it lets you do are incredible and very powerful. Of course, it's open source, which, you know, means that you have to have unique business models and do kind of crazy, inventive things like these Haberman guys have pushed me into. But that's cool. We like being lighthearted and flip and fun. It's part of what's required for a daunting job like we have, because frankly, rewriting Windows from the ground up ain't for the faint-hearted.
They tell me it's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard, and you gotta kind of have a really strong sense of humor and a lot of alcohol, or other things to make it through.
And can you give me just a quick recap of sort of the last 48 to 24 hours and sort of what's gone down and how it's lined up with your expectations?
Well, you know, we had planned for this and hadn't really put a lot of extra energy into it. I did encourage Newman to have kind of a plan B, simple site ready to roll, just in case the demand was higher than we were expecting. I think the first signs of trouble came at about 10:30. We put the site live a little bit earlier than we said we would, just so we could shake out the kinks. And the first signs of trouble came when the serial code started going at, you know, 100 a minute, 200 a minute. It was sort of, that was kind of our first hint that maybe this was a little bit more attractive than we realized. And fortunately for me, I chose to go to sleep and get some rest, and I got up at 6 to see how things were going. Unfortunately for Jeremy Newman, our sysadmin, he wasn't so lucky. He was up all night working this, tuning things, adjusting things, trying different things, finally putting in place a plan B that was a simplified version of this, and hopefully that got us through the day. And he is hopefully off sleeping somewhere right now.
Exactly, and we'll be shipping the beer in shortly.
That's right, yeah. He said you owe me a lot of beer.
A lot of beer.
So, yeah.
Well, let me ask John Partial now. I know in
not
the
dressed for
early
this, man.
I know you're not. It's too bad. In the early days of this contest, not everyone was in
What, am I
love
supposed to
with it.
swing the camera around
You're
to face
all right.
myself now?
You're
Okay.
all right. You're fine. I've got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just talk about the early days and sort of the feedback that wasn't all positive.
Well, you know, I mean, we put the thing up in August, and we didn't necessarily get the airwaves burning up as a result of that. You know, we got some people out on the site, and the response was generally positive. There were some people that were perhaps a little flustered over our approach and thought it was perhaps a little too partisan, although I tried to respond individually to all those folks and let them know that we really do try to be lighthearted around here, and we honestly do vet this in front of our token Republican here at the office. But you know, things kind of cooked along during the summer, fairly dormant, and then all of a sudden gas prices went down, and the rest is history.
So what is this going to do for business?
That's a really good question. But now I tell you, James is in the other room holding his head right now because he's pretty nervous about that.
How's this look?
That looks pretty accurate to me. Very sincere. Okay, man. Give me your recap of what's going on here.
Complete and total meltdown, utter disaster. I blame Haberman and Associates for everything. Please put this on the website. I think other people should see how wildly successful we are and how much that's helping us right now.
So, at any rate, that's the status. We're holding our own. We're very pleased that a lot of people are going to get to try Crossover. That was my main goal. I wanted people to know about it and to try it and to come to love it as I do. And so I'm very pleased with this result, and I hope that you are pleased with the result. And I hope that this doesn't completely destroy our fourth quarter sales. You're always welcome to come and buy ahead. You can buy another year's support. Look how cool it is. It's all right. You could use the cash, really. At any rate,
Jer, I was just thinking that the last words from the captain of the Edmund Fitzgerald were, "We are holding our own."
We're holding our
We're
own.
holding our own.
Very good. And good night.
Just before club. Nice.